minute session, and he lost it comprehensively going into the kink. There was another car. Now, was he trying to get round? It was the Cadillac, literally straight out of the pit lane and straight on at the International Horseshoe.
Yeah, with a fantastic win at Petit Le Mans at Michelin Raceway. Let's have a look and see what happens. The car just sort of stepped out.
The chicane, first of all. Well, into Europol, into the inside of reporters. Dennis Anderson has got the high-class racing number. Mike Conway, because he was... What's happened here as he came through? He just lost it on the bump, took a tiny bit too much curve, actually locked up in avoidance. It's again another right-hand side wheel off.
10 seconds ago, I'm walking out sort of a little bit further.
Has really scrambled. Is there going to be a replay that shows us anything happening? Well, locked up, going into the corner, very much on the left-hand side. The track was going to the right.
Has absolutely cost Bruni, and he's now still fighting through traffic. An access road there. Yeah, he just went a tiny bit for Phil Hansen. Had got it perfectly right. Jaminet 3 inches further a curb, coming back on with the inside shoulder. Front of GTD, might see some sanction there as the two. Oh, and at the back, this Ferrari's coming all the way across. That's a racing car's been spun. Inception is banged up as well. So was it the two McLarens coming together? Yes, as to turn number 7. And oh, very big off indeed for the 88. Have closed. However, oh, he just got on the curb. Just a little bit overcast. Yeah, went down. Saw Hearing, by the way. Whatever the problem was for AF Corsa, it was last time around. Half spin, no full spin from the Riley number 74. He has to sit round with coloured pieces of paper and go, right, at such and such a track. And right across the racing line, just came through turn 7. Over the bumps here. Oh, there's a touch on the leader, he's off! He's off, that's a huge one! And Durrani's over, this is full course yellow, the car's upside down, clipped a GT car. It was just a slight catch of the left front. Tyre barriers absolutely doing their job and dissipating the energy. But that's a big off at a fast part of the circuit. Josh, who was coming up on Michael and just missed his braking. And she's in the back of the of the Porsche. Oh, got a push behind the leader. Now what happened to the right car? 3 into 2 into 1, didn't quite go. He was smiling as he said that. Well, let's see if we can work out whose bodywork it is. It's a piece of road by the number 4 Corvette, I think. Yeah, they've come together. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Now, just before, well, let's find out where the bodywork came from. Again, it's side by side, right behind him. Oh, another. Can't see them out there. All right, Colin Brown dives up the inside of that. And then, I think he went off again at turn 9.
Their driver change very early on in the race. It hasn't worked for them. And oh, it was just a Reed losing it on his own. And then.
So what happened there? Concrete wall for Delatraz, turning in, loses the back end. 66. So now keep an eye on Stephen McAleer in that number 66. Meanwhile, the leaders coming through to his advantage. Still 22 minutes to go down the inside for the number 7. And there's a touch there. And the 2 Porsches have been held up. And there's De Filippi has a full nose in 2 pieces because he did the... So what happened there? Oh, did he get a wee bit of a side swipe? Yes, he did. It's all great going into... Oh, yeah, absolutely. With 1 minute and 51 seconds, and we're capped down, and there was contact with the right-hander. In fact, Nick Tandy exactly.
And nudged him around. I'm very curious to see race control's view on that.
Pit lane, super quick, hard stop Yeah, outlap must be. Oh, he hit the wall.
Because that was 2 mistakes there for Colin De Philippe. He already made one on his outlap.
He closed the door,
Yeah.
and that's what Rachel are gonna have to look at, moving in the braking area. Incidents, and it was down the inside from the number 31. Oh, that's a penalty as well. That's another easy one for the 31 of Jack Aitken. And the full course caution is out because oh, he got hit. Oh, my apologies. Let's have a look. Oh, and well, pick the bones out of that one. Oh, complex Ferrari's got turned around. Orange McLaren into the tyres. Oh, that's that.
Oh, yes.
88 car. Let's have a. Oh no, it's not. It's the flex box car for a couple of the GTD cars. Oh, and the Chetalar racing machine's just been nailed and gone into the wall. This is the 47 blue. Borza coming through turn 1, and it's the same accident we've now seen 3 times this weekend. Crossed the track into the tyre wall and bounced right across the track. Now, who was the other car who leave his car? Yeah, he had the accident on his own, and then
Ouch. Ooh,
yeah, it's the Lambo. Distance as I look down onto the far side of the circuit. Top 7 in GTP are in and off for one of the P2 cars. Water running down the hill. Meantime, a heavy impact at turn 8. That was Laura Spinelli. An issue as well as the, my goodness me. Yes. And just coming out of turn number 7. It was Fraga on Nicholas
88,
Nielsen. It's just a misjudgment coming down the hill. Yeah, locked it up. Maybe a lock up on the down change for Dennis there as he was coming down the hill. He was sideways. For some reason he couldn't slow the car down.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. You didn't slow the car down enough. You're right.
A nice clean start, Jeremy. And Sheena was tagged by. So a couple of cars getting. Oh my goodness me! At that point, and surely it's beholden on the. Brian Sellers is not able, the car following, to just lift out of that. In fact, Brian was braking. He's sideways down at the bottom of the hill, and that was traffic as well, and it was contact with the CrowdStrike number 0, and basically just understeered off and almost followed off.
What a great that first lap that was for a whole bunch of drivers, particularly Jimmy Brier. Did get help there, didn't he? From
looks like he might have had help from the number 20. Yes, he did. For Wayne Taylor Racing, spinning around.
That's not a worry.
So Nick Yellerly losing it on the exit of the carousel and then smacking how the Cadillac was involved. He just ran out of exit curb through the Mission Food sign and into some
IMSA, because there is the strategy of go long.
Yeah, could well do get that stop done early on, and once again look at that Corvette. Oh.
And there's almost 3 wide going down into, got 2 laps to pass the whole field. It's incredible stuff. And another bit of contact, this time from Elliot Skier on the back of the Forte Lamborghini, which is now wounded. So many of those cars are wounded now. The under tray of that number 45, E3 at the moment. And it's been great all the way through, and there's contact at the left hook between. Yeah, that has been the signature actually, and we've been saying this all day, but offline it is extremely slippery. It's the Iron Lynx driver, and oh, Maxi.
They've done a splash of fuel for the 19 Lamborghini. They are looking at the right front, they are looking at the left front.
We did, that's what threw me out. Goldberg having weathered that storm. GTD Pro and GTD there, ahead of 2 more GTD Pro cars, Corvette.
The pit lane, still on slicks, of course.
He's running in 9th at the moment, so if he can keep it pointing in the right direction, the Andretti car had the world on RST, part of the Radio Show Limited network of channels. Oh, mistake by Richard. Ferrari, the blue car, as he was coming up the inside. So that was Ferrari onto Ferrari.
Ben Hanley, as he moved across Hanley's nose, there is damage to the left front of Hanley's car. There is no damage to the back of the 01 Cadillac. No.
Kelly, when we put him in to finish any of these races, we know we've got a hero behind the wheel, and he can take it to these guys. So
down at turn 1. Yeah. And there's a touch with, and round goes the AO machine. Hit each other, let's not forget. And that was the not have a Fiat ratio that makes it easy to turn with no hydraulic or electric assistance. You can turn it, but you won't need an arm day any time at the gym. Now, well, that again, side-by-side contact. That was just a secondary contact that damaged. Radio. Bit of, oh my goodness, bit of contact.
Now just had fuels and tyres there, but actually, as you were chatting, John, I was about to speak to the number 4 El Bamba Cup and deal with the situation and chat to the engineers there. So I wasn't able to get a chat with him. Perhaps a bit later on once things have settled down. But this end of the pit lane clear again.
His control, and she was slow through the S's. She just turned in to the middle part and clipped the left rear. And Jake Walker in 4th position. Debris being thrown up from the leader. A couple of minutes ago, he had the TD.
For Hunter Macare, when he did manage to make it into the pit lane for the TDS Racing Orica, it was fuel.
Coming through, oh, it was a big thump from the Whelan Cadillac. Yes, he did, went too wide and too quick, and then couldn't get it stopped. Oh no, he's locked up his Michelins. Yeah, a complete 360 for Mario, and just takes out one of
Goes clean from all that stuff and fight to the end.
Is it strange out there because you don't look particularly hot and sweaty? We were expecting it to be cooler.
So it was coming out of, oh, now I think the Iron Dames Wright Motorsport car not too much further on. There was so many close calls, and
the category, the Porsche came in, it had severe nose damage, but then they put the car up on the air jacks and you could see where the left side damage came into play. And sadly, you realize that the suspension was no longer suspending anything, so they will also be a retirement.
Of getting him stopped, I didn't think so. Oh my goodness, Nick Tandy nerfed off at turn number 7 a couple of moments ago.